Hello, Virgo. Welcome in. Happy birthday, Virgos. So, as you know, I'm assuming you would know if you're coming to tarot on YouTube. These are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everybody, or the entire reading might not resonate with you. I feel that if you were drawn to click on the reading, that there is a message here for you, and the messages do tend to change as we go. I will be clarifying with other decks, so yeah, stick it out. All right, let's see. And the energies can be flip-flopped, like if you're cross-watching, things like that. This is for Virgo. So the Wounded Warrior is the heart of the reading. Queen of Wands. So right off the bat, I feel like you're trying to protect yourself and putting up boundaries. You have these huge walls up because you've been hurt. And you feel like that is how to be in the Queen of Wands energy, as far as being courageous or strong, independent, that sort of, so to speak. So I feel like you're trying to embody this, the badassness of the Queen of Wands, and all of her fire energy, because you're trying to protect yourself. All right, so I'm going to keep this in reverse. 8 of Cups and 5 of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. All right, so this is telling me when the 8 of Cups is in reverse, see, as you can see, the 8 of Cups, this person is walking away from all the cups that are there, everything that they put into it. This is hard work. This 8 of Pentacles is working really hard. Excuse me. This is going to find your 9 of Cups. Basically, you're no longer or haven't been emotionally fulfilled, and you are walking away from this after putting everything that you can into it. You know that you'll never be emotionally fulfilled, and that you need to walk away. With this in reverse, this is like refusing to walk away. And then this is crying over spilled milk card. It is the Five of Cups. These are spilled. These two behind you, you're basically focusing on the negative instead of the positive. This can be the one that got away card. So I feel like you're holding on to the past, which makes sense with the Wounded Warrior card as well. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles under the deck. Oh my goodness. Let's get the past. Maybe that was trying to come out as the past. Okay. I'm going to keep this upright since my finger is what turned it. So conflict. Fives are about imbalance. They are about conflict. Fives also about change. The Five of Wands is, and it's always depicted as youth. So I feel like you've been in a conflict with someone that is very immature. However, you're hanging on to that because you're afraid that you're letting the one that you don't want to have that feeling of the one that got away, so to speak. There's the Queen of Wands under the deck again. Current situation. All right. Refusing to decide. She's blindfolded because she doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to make the decision, which would be maybe to walk away. You know, this is refusing to walk away, and this is refusing to decide. So let's get the future position. Holy cow, you guys. And the Queen of Wands is under the deck again. Wow. So Queen of Wands can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, fire sign. For some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or you're embodying this energy of trying to protect yourself, feeling like you're being strong because you're sticking it out or because you're not making the decision. All right, let's get the future position. Ooh, very nice. Out of no matter what suit you're in, whether you're in cups, pentacles, wands, swords, you want an ideal card is a six. Sixes bring balance. Um, all of the sixes are good in tarot. And this is the Six of Swords. So as you can see, the waters over here are very rocky, very rough waters. And this is moving to calmer waters. Ooh, an ace under the deck. We have the Ace of Swords. So taking you making that decision, having that aha moment, maybe a truth coming out, picking your truth. I mean, in the end, that is what you want to do with the Two of Swords. A lot of times we're refusing to make that choice or that decision because we don't want to hurt somebody else, or it's really hard because, yeah, basically you either have to choose yourself. You're basically in a decision between what's best for you and then hurting somebody else. It's a really, and that's why we refuse to make it, because it's just like, I'll just stick it out. So there is these little symbols here represent a download. So that's growth. We've got, this is the sword of truth. We've got laurel here. So a lot of, by grabbing this, by being able to see this, by, choosing, that's what's getting us from a 5. We're grabbing the sword to go to the 6. That's beautiful. Let's get the advice. My eye keeps getting drawn to the moon over here, and that is making me feel like it's going to be a very emotional decision for some of you. So the advice, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So that is wonderful advice. Basically, the 8 of Swords is where we are, this isn't, you've got both blindfolded cards where, this is the I can't card. I can't possibly make this decision. I can't do this. It's self-imprisonment. You're, analysis paralysis, just feeling like there is no way out. There is no right decision. That's how this can feel. These cards are very similar. Your advice, though, is this in reverse. So that means pulling off the blindfold, making the hard decision, and you can totally get out of this. She's not really imprisoned anymore. It's a self-imprisonment of your mind. Wow. And then under the deck we have Justice. So the scales will be set right. The Sword of Truth. We've got balanced scales. We will have harmony and justice and balance. So that will go there. And this is almost a reading that you don't have to clarify, but I will. Maybe not every card. I'd like to clarify the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Cups. Even though there's 2 cards there, they're kind of clarifying. The more cards, the more information. That's kind of the current energies of almost like feeling sorry for ourselves and not wanting to have to do it, like not wanting to get hurt again. But I feel like you're dealing with immaturity. You're dealing with imbalance for sure, because that's a 5. So sometimes you have to think of, like, if the shoe was on the other foot, if it was the other way around, would the person choose to look out for you like you are them, or the situation, or however this resonates for you? You know, if it was the entire situation was reversed, would they be so protective of your feelings? You have to choose yourself. I think I'm going to clarify each row. I'm going to just pull a card, pull a card, pull a card. So the first row, let me get some. Let's see. I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to. Let me do what I was originally doing with the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. All right, so the 8 of Cups is talking about walking away, and the 7 of Pentacles is talking about putting so much time, like just working and working and putting so much into it, but it's not coming to fruition. She's not able to pick the pentacles. It's not ripening, it's not working. So this is basically telling you again that even though you're delaying it and trying to be patient and hoping it's going to work out, you still need to walk away from it. Wow. I don't want to just keep covering everything up, so I'm going to go ahead and... 7s are uncomfortable. 6s are ideal. 5s are uncomfortable as well. So we have that 6 right there. You know, the 6 brings that balance. And your future card is a 6. You're kind of in past. Your past is a 5. Your current energies are 8s. You know, like in 7 we're... All right. So King of Pentacles is under the deck when these came out. And I mean, that's your energy, the earth energy, the Virgo energy. So you need to, instead of feeling like you're embodying this Queen of Wands energy, you know, being strong and fiery, and be logical and grounded and go, what, you know what? I've been putting so much time into this and it's not emotionally fulfilling, and I need to walk away. Instead of victimizing or delaying the inevitable. And what I mean by don't put yourself in the victim role where you're feeling sorry for yourself in a sense, or feeling sorry for the person, you know, where you're empathizing too much. Easier said than done, especially if it's an emotional decision. Let me get the 5 of Wands. want that one? Uh, oh boy. This is the Seven of Cups. It's basically, we would be projecting our hopes and fears on a situation. You know, in this cup, there's a dragon, a fire breathing dragon. You know, that's kind of like, you know, I've only had bad relationships. Why should I think that if I leave this one, that I'm going to get a good one? Or, well, I hope I could have this. And I'm, you know, and it's just like, you're not sure what the right, it's such confusion because you're wanting something to change and you know something needs to change, but you don't know what the right decision is. So that's definitely, it's cups, but it's a mental, it is a mental feeling when you're in it, as far as, and there can be a sense of urgency with that feeling as well. Like, I just, you know, like, you know, one moment you might be like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I just want to do this. But if I do that, then this isn't going to work. And, you know, this whole, and then with this is, you know, each of them are holding a wand. We've got 5 wands. Those wands together, if it was organized, and it should form a pentacle. But there's chaos and conflict and competition that, you know, because of the immaturity, that it can't form what it needs to form. All right, let me keep going. Let me clarify the 5. Okay, so we have Virgo, we have the Hermit. This is going within and doing that soul searching and finding what our power is in the situation. A lot like this. Doing, you know, finding out, choosing what is best for us. And that's needing to do that soul searching. So I'm going to actually leave that right there in the middle there. So let's go ahead and, oh, dropping that heavy burden. The 10 of Wands is under the deck. So I feel like once you gonna go within and find out what is best for you and you make that decision, that's going to release a big heavy burden off your shoulders. So let's go ahead and clarify the center row. That is a big one. That's a star. Having hope and faith. She is, the star is usually without clothes because she is vulnerable. But she is pouring everything that she has into this. Because for some reason she has that trust in the universe and the hope and faith that everything's going to work out. Will be rising above, and so I'm going to keep going here, but if it, oh wow. And then we have the 2 of Swords that came flying out. So we have the 2 of Swords again. So, and a giant moon here. Definitely a decision that feels emotional or difficult, that we're not wanting to make. We're avoiding making a difficult decision. And we think by avoiding, we're protecting ourselves, you know. We think that we're protecting somebody else even. I don't know. I think it's more so ourselves. Under the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and there's that Virgo energy again. So it's again telling you, here it was telling you to walk away, and here it's telling you to make the difficult decision in your energy. Ground yourself and choose yourself. Choose your power in the situation. And the advice for the advice spot in the spread is that you can do this. Stop overthinking. Find the power, go within. I think I'm going to pull maybe I'll do this. Just an oracle card to wrap it up. Just one. Any last messages or advice for Virgo? What did we have under the deck here? Oh, this was under the deck, Justice. And then Queen of Pentacles. And yourself. Nine of Swords is under that. So I think this is a lot of mental anguish, and I think this will be a heavy burden once you choose yourself and walk away from what is not emotionally fulfilling, what is not producing fruit, so to speak. Whether you think you're protecting yourself by refusing to make the decision, you're really not. Because you're stopping, what is meant for you to come in. Whoa. Family. All right. And then under the deck we have transformation. Ooh, sorry. So, this is going to resonate for each person different, I feel, with the family card. Having justice here, maybe there's a court case. the if there's a conflict, of whatever, there's something going on that is fighting or conflict or arguing or something to that effect, that is not ideal for a family situation. So whatever is causing that, like say for some of you, you could be hung up on the past and you're not leaving that behind, because this is kind of like being stuck in the past. And then this is refusing to walk away. So that's not what's best for your family. You need to let that go. So it's saying walk away. The For some of you, it could be whatever you were drawn here for, whatever the conflict is that you need to walk away from and choose what is right for yourself, will somehow, whether it feels like it or not, be better for the family, your future family. Going into anything with with our walls up, refusing to make big decisions, feeling sorry for ourselves. None of that is ideal for a family situation. Even if that means there's a family being split up, hopefully not, but doing that soul searching with the hermit, making the hard decisions and walking away from whether it's, this is walking away from what's no longer serving you. So it could be negative thinking or negative self-talk, like I'm emotionally abusing myself because I'm always saying this about myself, and then I'm feeling depressed and things of that, so then I'm not focused on having a more positive attitude for my family. I'm in this, I can't get out of bed and I can't do this. This could be like, this could be about a mom being depressed and not being there for her family, and the family is at odds. There's struggle and there's no balance, an emotional or hormonal imbalance or something, chemical imbalance. It's going to come up differently for all of you. However it's resonating for you. When you're hearing me explain this means this and this mean, and kind of, I'm hoping that it's your spirit guides are here, giving you the chill or the whatever it is, so that hey, this, you're hearing it as it is for you, but it can be so different for all of you. So I hope that has done that for those of you that needed to hear this message. Wow, it's almost like I wish I would have pulled this card first, because when you put it into perspective like that, of trying to maybe keep a family together or strengthen a family or have things be more positive, or you really see it like that, to where it could be depression, and somebody working through a chemical imbalance, and refusing and not wanting to see it, but needing to go within and say, you know what, I'm going to be honest with myself. Maybe I need to talk to somebody about this, instead of putting my walls up and, or this is the wounded warrior. I mean, I myself have been diagnosed with PTSD. Um, did I say that right? PTSD. um, I'm trying to channel right now, so I can't hear if I'm saying things correctly. Um, wow. This is that feeling like that. I've never seen that card like that before until feeling the energy of the whole story together, of doing all the motions, planting the seeds and sowing it, and like waiting and trying to, but there's no joy in it. You don't get to pick the fruits. You're going through the motions and doing everything that you need to do every day, but you never get to pick the fruits. You don't have the joy in it. This is um, for some of you for that are resonating that way. Definitely, talk to someone. Sometimes you don't even have to go in person, and do it for not only for your family but for yourself, to bring you some happiness, and to be able to pick fruits, to be able to have happy days, to feel like you can do it, to feel like you can get out of bed. The future does say that you're moving to calmer waters, and the advice is that you can do this. So I'm going to leave you on that note. Thank you so very much, and I will see you in my next one.